Know her as a two-time Frozen Four MVP, three-time NCAA champion, four-time world champion, and two-time Olympic silver medalist. But we have the honor of calling her one of our own. Not only did she thrive on the boys' varsity hockey team, earning three MVPs, and also helped the girls' varsity hockey team to 3 state championships. She has inspired me to aim for high goals along with many other female athletes. I am proud to present to you Jessie. How's everyone doing? It's kind of weird being back here. Some things have changed, some new banners and stuff. It looks good. I'll keep it short and sweet, and then I think Sam and I have some questions to go through. But I just wanted to thank everyone for your support over the years. I'm definitely proud to say I'm from Cottage Grove. I don't know how many Monona people there are, but I am a Cottage Grovian. High school, and your guys' support has definitely given me the courage, the confidence, and definitely has motivated me to work hard and push myself. And because of that, I've had the opportunity to represent my country at the Olympics. So I just want to thank you guys for that, and a big shout out to Christy Massey. Where is she? Hey, she's wearing my Vancouver, so you might be able to spot her out for putting this on, and anybody else that had a hand in it. So thank you guys again, and I appreciate it for whoever watched. So thank you guys. And you Alright, so we have a couple questions that we thought everyone would be interested in hearing, I guess. So, how did you calm your nerves when you compete in the Olympics, and how do you know what it takes every 4 years? Okay, that's a good question. 4 years is a long time, so that's your entire high school career. So people have already been asking, are you going to do another Olympics? I'm like, I'm going to take a couple months, because 4 years is a long time. But it's definitely challenging, especially when you're out of college, trying to train and work out by yourselves. As a female athlete, it's difficult. Calming your nerves is a challenge, especially when you're playing different countries that are very skilled and talented. But I think for a hockey athlete, just treat it like any other game. So you football guys, you guys did a good job of that this year. It's any other game, like you guys play football. So yeah, just treat it like any other game and just have fun with it. And I'm always smiling and laughing, so that's my biggest thing. All right, so we heard a couple rumors about the quality of the sleeping quarters and restrooms, etc. How do these compare to your first Olympic experience? Vancouver was brand new nice condos that they put up, so Vancouver was really nice. Everything was gorgeous. Russia, everything was done and nice. It was very, very plain, but you probably saw the story of the bobsledder that got locked into his bathroom. Do you guys have Twitter? That really did happen. He was locked in his bathroom in the village for about an hour. So he waited an hour calling his friends, texting his friends, and we didn't really have phone service there, so it probably didn't even go through. Because when your doors closed, you didn't have any wireless. So he waited an hour, and then he did have to punch himself out of the bathroom. So there were little issues here and there, but overall, the venues and the village was gorgeous. When you were in high school, did you have goals about competing at college and Olympic level as an athlete? When I was in high school, I think I was just enjoying my high school career. I think that's the biggest thing, is to enjoy what you're doing. So enjoy whatever that is. The band guys I got to hang out with today, and they definitely enjoy what they do. They were a lot of fun today. You football guys enjoyed your time, basketball, soccer, anything that you're a part of, definitely enjoy it. But you definitely got to look towards college, especially if you're going to play athletics. But yeah, I wasn't thinking about it probably until my senior year when I thought about going to UW, and then I started taking it more serious. But definitely enjoy what you do, whatever that is, and have fun with it. Mainly hockey, though. I do love hockey. It was mainly soccer here, though. I some pretty good soccer teams here.
What were the coolest moments in Sochi overall?
Well, for us, we weren't able to attend opening ceremonies. We did go in Vancouver, but we played the next day at noon versus Finland, so we weren't able to go to the opening ceremonies. So we watched that on TV, and we saw all of the fireworks. If any of you watched the opening ceremonies, they put on a really good show. But I think just being in the village and in the venues, everything was so close. Was definitely something I remember. But if I were to go back to Vancouver, it would have been the opening ceremonies. Just walking out and hearing the United States of America, and then walking out with all the other U.S. athletes is pretty special. We're going quick, nailing them.
How do you motivate yourself to do all the training and discipline that is required to be a Division I player and an Olympic athlete?
I think for that one, I think just having an opportunity to represent your country and wear the red, white, and blue is enough motivation. Same with you guys. I felt the same way when I was here. Just to wear the Silver Eagle jersey was pretty special. And I think that motivated me, and my teammates motivate me, and just all of that pushes you to succeed. And I think all of you guys do that very well. From what I've heard throughout the year for you guys, you've had a pretty successful year in a lot of different things. So that's motivation in itself, is just being there for your teammates and all of that.
How does competing for a gold medal at the Olympics compare to competing for a national championship as part of a college team?
In college, it's different just because you're with everyone every year. It's more like high school where you see everyone, you practice every day together. And it was my home state, so Wisconsin. I just felt very comfortable for me wearing those colors. But with the U.S. team, it's a little bit more. You're representing your country. And besides non-Olympic years, we don't get to live together, so we train and work out by ourselves, which is challenging. But that Olympic year, we have been together the last 8-9 months. But it is definitely another level when you play for the U.S. team. But again, representing your state for the University of Wisconsin was pretty special as well. But calming your nerves, just have fun with it, enjoy it. I think that's the biggest thing. Whatever you do it because you enjoy it, and I think you gotta definitely keep that attitude.
What is the process like to try out for the Olympic team?
So for the tryout is a 2-week process. So we'll get together there was 2 teams worth, so about 40 some athletes, a couple goaltenders. And we'll play a certain amount of games and we'll practice together. And then from there they chose the team, but it's actually a couple years. So we'll have 2 or 3 camps a year, and then we'll have 2 tournaments a year where they're watching you and evaluating you. So not only those 2 weeks do you have to show up and show them what you can do, but the last couple of 3 years leading up to this Olympics, we had to do well at camps and tournaments and different things. So it's the same as you guys if you're doing different camps and different teams. The coaches see that sort of stuff as well, so you always got to be prepared and be ready for that.
Did you worry about your safety at these Olympic Games? What was security like?
The security was unbelievable. I think the media and everything in the States gave it a bad rep. The village, we felt completely safe. We may have had a few extra security guards around so within the village, each country has their own house, so it's like your own dorm apartment. So around the U.S. house, which so all the athletes that competed in our village live there. We had a few extra security guards around us, which I felt even safer. Some people may take that the wrong way, but I felt pretty safe. And then you could walk around. I know my parents stayed on a cruise ship, and they felt perfectly safe walking around. But overall, yeah, it was a great experience, and Russia did an unbelievable job, and it was 50, 60, and sunny, so I came back here, and it was freezing, so I kind of wanted to go back, but no, the safety was really good.
Did you have the opportunity to meet any other Olympic athletes who were competing, and which one was the most unique?
Unique? I don't know if any of them are unique. The snowboarders are very unique. If you guys know the personality of a snowboarder, they're very laid back, very easygoing, but they're super fun. But yeah, for the most part, you have an opportunity to meet all of the U.S. athletes, and I think in a week we'll all get back together at the White House, and it will be just a good reunion for all of us to see each other. But yeah, you'll go in the cafeteria, and every country, every athlete, whatever that athlete may be, is eating together and sitting together. So if there's hockey players in here, I mean, you got Chara sitting next to you eating, and whoever else you guys are a fan of that was there. Yeah, the snowboarders were super nice, and speed skaters, Apollo was there, but he wasn't competing. But there's a lot of different athletes, but they're all there to compete, so it's not like they're superstars. We're all there for, you know, your own team or your own individual sport, so it's a pretty cool thing to be a part of.
What was your daily routine like while you were competing?
So throughout the year, we would skate every day. We'd do off ice 3 or 4 times a week. And then at the Olympics, we would skate every day. We may have video, which as a goaltender, I didn't really watch the video very much. I don't really need to know what's going on at the other end, so I didn't pay attention too much to that. But yeah, we just, for the most part, we're there to compete and be there as another hockey tournament. So it's pretty casual days of skating and hanging out and taking naps and different things that people like to do. So we're a pretty low-key group. Can I ask you a question?
So how did you train during the 4 years between Olympics and when you were out of college hockey for the first one?
Yeah, for Vancouver, so my first Olympics, I went right from UW to the U.S. team, so I was awesome. I was in college, I was just training with my team, and then I went with the U.S. team. But this time, I was out of college, so I had a job over in Verona after school where I was able to train there. They let me off whenever I needed to go on team trips, camps or tournaments, whatever that may be. But it's definitely challenging when you're out of college because you got to push, you got to motivate yourself, and you don't have a teammate next to you pushing you or telling you to work harder. So that was definitely difficult. But anytime you have an opportunity to wear the U.S. jersey, it's enough motivation. I think it's worth it, and it definitely pushed me, and I was fortunate enough to make the team again.
So as a female athlete, how is the experience different than male athletes?
I think the only difference for a female to a male athlete, it is completely the same when you are at the Olympic Games. You're competing, you're representing your country, but when our tournament's done, so for my sport, the NHL guys, they go back to their teams, they continue playing, they're still playing. For us, we're just done right now. Some of the girls have had some other teams. There is a professional women's league that is very small, and there's a couple teams that play for them. But so I think that's the biggest thing, is just they have another NHL or another team to play for. But maybe someday maybe there'll be a pro women's league. Maybe when you're playing, Sam.
So this is kind of a random question, but what was your pregame meal like throughout your training?
We have a nutritionist that we call her Nutricia, that put together all of our meals. So most of them, a lot of chicken, too much chicken. You get sick of it after a while. Just rice, veggies, some pasta. If we're in the morning, we'll do yogurt and granola, oatmeal. She never did pancakes or waffles. We asked for them or requested them, but we never got them. But she's good at knowing what we can eat and what we can digest to get us playing our best. But in between periods, we'll have a lot of different bars, little fruit snack type of things, Gatorade things that will get you going, and peanut butter and bananas and different things that will keep you going. But yeah, we don't carb overload or do this pasta dinners or anything that I'm sure I did throughout my high school career. So I'm sure you guys still do those.
Last question, what were your aspirations or goals for the future?
I get that question a lot right now. I think right now it's the next couple of months, I think for myself and all of our teammates is doing stuff like this. We love going to different schools and different events and just sharing our experience. But I would love to maybe continue to play, or I golfed here a couple of years with Coach Mim. We weren't very good, but that's okay. But definitely golf a lot this summer and get into that. And I have a golf outing that is a charity for the Children's Hospital that I'll have to put on again this summer, which I look forward to. But right now, just doing this sort of stuff, nothing too permanent in the future. Wrap it up. Okay, I'm wrapping it up. Thank you guys again for having me, and thank you, Sam, for all of the wonderful questions. And go Eagles. Good luck with whatever you guys have the rest of the year. Christy's coming out with that. Christy's got the medal from Vancouver. So some of you may have been around when I came in for that one. So the Vancouver compared to the Sochi. So Sochi is it's like a competition, Olympics for winter to see who puts on the coolest medal. So these are just the comparison of the two. The Vancouver is bent to be like the waves. The front of each medal, none of my medal looks like any of my teammates. It all comes together to make a scarf that has a lot of different designs. Higher. And then Sochi is, I don't know the design behind it, but there's the meteor that hit in Sochi. I guess the middle of it is part of that. We don't know if that's true or not, but that is what they're telling everyone. So these are the two medals. So maybe I'll just hang out up here if you guys want to see the medals.